Good grief, that is bright. Dang, that is some bright. Boy, the camera's right up my face, isn't it? Hello. How are you? Hello, Mary. Hey, Brenda. How are y'all tonight? Don't pay attention to my mess I have going on in the background, please. Hey, Julie. I'm good, honey. How are you? We had to tear out everything in one room to move Kate. And now we're taking the smaller room and building a meal working pantry out of it because the pantry I have just ain't working. It's too full. So we had to go today and get lumber. Y'all, that crap is not cheap. So I'm hoping was you brushing up on some self-defense videos? I think we got enough lumber to get one wall done. And then we'll just have to wait a while and buy some more. Because my gosh. The OSB board, $40 a flipping sheet. I looked at Rick, I said, we only getting 2. Hey, Red. Oh, they're nuts. We got some 2x4s, some screws, and those 2 sheets of plywood. That's all we got. $360. I looked at Rick. I said, dang, is this crap made of gold? We in the wrong business. But that was the cheapest they had, Red. That would be sturdy enough for a shelf. And it was OSB. Well, we're taking, being we're down to 1 kid at home now, we don't need 3 bedrooms. So we're taking the smallest of the bedrooms and building a pantry. So, and if I can get it rearranged, I can take everything out of the other pantry too and put in there, and then just use that pantry for like paper products, chemicals such as bleach and cleaning products, and my canners. Oh, I know China's buying our lumber up, the buggers. I wish they'd quit selling them shit. Excuse my language, but I wish they'd quit selling our stuff to them. Remember, America first. Oh, wow. Well, get this little lady in front of me. She bought 4 4x6s treated, some carpentry pencils, some other little tool, and 2 2x4s. Her total was $315. How much was those 4x6s? Hey, Beaumont. Yeah. And I thought, well, at least we got 16 2x4s and 2 sheets of plywood and 2 big boxes of screws, and ours was 360 or 380. I don't. That's all I've seen her with. But she might have had some stuff outside that they were loading up. I don't know. But I was like, holy crap. Oh wow, I'll have to try it, Julie. Well, if I didn't have to have the blame shelves, we'd have walked out. The big conference. Oh, we were just talking. People were asking questions about horses and prepping and how we got started. And oh Lord, I can't remember half of it. Hey, Vincent. Yeah, it was fairly constructive. Yeah, the 2 other guys, one was Diorce. Hold on. Buzzard. I'm good, Vincent. I can read Taiwanese. I'm fluent in it. You know why? Because I do a lot of Taiwanese. Oh. Hey, Susan. Hey, Mr. J. Well, I kind of did. It was accident. I screwed up. I know my hair stretches so much. And I was tired of them long bangs because my bangs were like this long. And I was tired of them being in my face. So I decided I was going to take and do some bangs. So I get my hair and I pull it down here and I cut. And when I let go of it, boy, that stuff sprung. Look how short these are, y'all. Thank God my hair grows fast. But that's the only thing I cut. I'm pissed though, because I know they're going to bring up Trump's taxes. And they're talking about, oh, well, he didn't pay taxes. He took losses. Yeah, he did take losses. There was a reason. Because he's smart enough to know when you're making a crap load of money, you go and buy another business that has tanked and it evens itself out. Oh yeah, they didn't go into how much he has to pay on personal taxes. They was just talking about his federal taxes. But the thing that people that don't know business, they're just going to say, "Oh, well, he ain't paying taxes. He's corrupt. He's just no. He's smart enough to know when you're making a lot of money, buy another business that ain't making none. You buy a business that's going bankrupt." But the thing of it is, they're not talking about how much he has to pay in personal property tax. Y'all know he pays over $10 million a year in personal property tax? Oh, I know they're desperate. Exactly, Mary. Exactly, Mary. He knows how to find the loopholes. He's a very smart man. That's why a lot of the people that are getting in trouble now is because he knows how to find the loopholes and he has the lawyers to do it. No, exactly, Mr. J. Exactly. But y'all want to, this is the smartest thing Trump has done yet in office. And that was nominating Amy Barrett Coney. You know, Trump had been trying to get people to investigate a certain organization that does adoptions in Haiti, and they wouldn't do it. Well, now that Amy Barrett Coney is in for the nominee, she had adopted two Haiti children. First thing out of those reporters' mouth, because Trump knows he can get the reporters to do research and the others to do research if he suggests something. Because they're going to do everything they can to fight him, right? So, anyway, Amy has adopted two Haitian children. First thing out of one of the news people's mouth, I wonder if it was a legal adoption. Whose foundation is in Haiti that does adoptions? Clinton. Trump is not stupid. He is playing them like a flipping fiddle and they don't even know it. And it is awesome. But because he has begged or suggested this for 4 flipping years that they look into what's going on in Haiti, they ignored him. Even though Amy's children are most likely legal, it was most likely a legal adoption. They're going to check into it to make sure. How much corruption are they going to find when they start checking all those deals out? He's very smart. Yes, 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 Gardner, yes. Not only was she caught once, she was caught 3 times. 3 times smuggling kids out of there. Oh, they're idiots. They're idiots. They're idiots, Red. Oh, I know, I know. So, oh, honey, I think he's like 40 steps ahead of them. They cannot keep up with that man. They cannot keep up with him. Yeah, she has a child that has Down syndrome. Well, the thing of it is, she is liberal. That leans more to the conservative side. But she is liberal. Oh yeah, I know, Mary. I know. But yeah, she is liberal. So and y'all, I feel like a total dumb butt. My stupid phone went dead this weekend and I didn't charge it till today. And I got a message from Okie Rob. He hatched a bunch of chicks and he don't have time to take care of them. He said there's about 40 or 50. And he wanted me to come get them if I wanted them. But I'd have to bring my own cages, which was no problem. I didn't get the message till today. I feel like a heel. So maybe I didn't lose his friendship. tell you what. She's a constitutionalist, okay? So that means she's going to follow the Constitution to the T. If they're Democrat and they follow the Constitution to the T, I'm for it. If they're liberal and they follow that Constitution to the T, I'm for it. If they are Republican and they follow that Constitution to the T, I am for it. I don't care. How do I put this? And I don't care what party they are with, as long as they support our Constitution. Does that make sense? Oh, land, y'all. I got a dog over there whining, wanting out. Yes, son, I'm coming. Well, Mary, some Dems do. Some Dems do. That's just like me saying all Republicans are not racist. Some of them are. Some Democrats are racist. Some liberals are racist. But you do have some Democrats that believe how we believe. They can't help it that the ones in Congress left them. You know? I mean, you look at Mitt Romney. He is a joke. He is more Democrat than he is a Republican. Even though he's a registered Republican. I won't either. I will not vote for a person that is pro-choice. I will not. Is it the one that switched to a Republican? There was a Strom Thurmond or something like that. Hello, Heaven Bound. Oh yeah, he was Biden's mentor. But you notice they don't publish that crap. Yeah, Biden's mentor was Bird. But if I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I posted on my Facebook. It was Joe Biden admitting he was corrupt. He flat out admitted it. But I posted it on Facebook. I think he admitted it like 3, 4, 5 times in different talkings. Yes, he did. Yeah, Susan, I know. Biden just likes women. He likes females, period. Thank God. But he's creepy. Oh, I've heard that y'all don't like him there. Well, as Kevin from Kevin's Corner says, he's creepy. He's sleepy, creepy, sleepy, sloppy Joe. I don't care for Mitt. There's something about that man that just screams weasel. Oh boy. Well, maybe you can convert them, Red. Hey, Richard. All right, Monica. I agree. I agree. I agree. Mitt is something. He's, I don't know. I've been wanting a huge Trump flag. I just can't get one right now. I got too much other crap I gotta buy. I've been wanting a huge Trump flag though. When I get that other room done, I will be probably doing my lives in there since Rick, so I can come on earlier at night because Rick watches TV in here. And you just can't do it live while he's up. But I will show you what I've got that I'm going to pin on the wall. I wish it was a flag that I could hang outside, but it's not. I don't know if you, well, you can't really see it. But I am going to pin that up on the wall. But anyway, I wish I had a flag that I could fly out there on my flagpole. My flagpole. I have to say, our governor here, I like him. Oh, I hated Mary Fallin. Lord, I did not like Mary Fallin. But I'm really liking Kevin Stitt so far. Or Stitt. It's either Stitt or Stint. I don't know. His name is Kevin, though. Oh, well, I'm just waiting. All right. Y'all know the movie Red October. Get ready. We're fixing to have a Red October. A lot of crap is coming out. So y'all get back, or y'all get your popcorn, get your sodas, your tea, whatever, and sit back and get ready to watch the movie unfold. And as soon as election is over, you watch the indictments. Oh, he will. He will. As soon as the election is over, that's when they're going to show people all the indictments. You got a story. Yeah, it'll be gone. It'll be gone. Well, it won't be gone, but it won't be headline anymore. Oh, it will. It will, Duncan. It will. I have no doubt about it. That's one reason we're trying to get this other room done. Is because I'm going to try to buy as much stuff as I can between now and then. I mean, I've got quite a bit. But when the kids moved in on me, my stash went way down. And I've never recovered from it. But I'm going to be stocking up. Oh, you think it's going to be a toilet paper one? Oh, I know they are. I know they are. But you know what, Gardner? The only people they can convince that this crap is racially motivated is the young millennials, the college kids. All right, part one. Yesterday I was feeling bad, so I couldn't sleep the night before. I was in bed when a friend came in the area and visited a mutual friend. Okay? Oh, I know. I know. Part two. When she couldn't reach me by phone, her boyfriend told her to go to my home and wake me up. To also tell me to get my hiney out of bed. Okay? Oh, you got three in yours that you can finish their head off. Hey, Tasha, how are you, honey? We're waiting on Red's story. I am good. I am good. We went and got lumber today so we could start working on a bigger pantry. Part three. She refused him. She refused to allow him to bully me and called to tell me what he said had planned because he was going to try to turn us against each other. Is this a dream or a true story? Oh my gosh, yes, oily. We got 16 2 by 4s, 2 sheets of OSB, and some screws. 360 or $380. I don't remember. One of those two numbers. I about passed out. Yeah. And we bought the utility studs. You know, the cheap ones that you used to could buy for $3? Not no more. They were, well, a couple of weeks ago, they were $9 and something a board. Now they're $7.58 a board in McAllister. I told her, how would he like when he goes banging on my door and I answer with the shotgun? Oh, I know they're sending it all to China. Well, they're China's buying up a bunch of our lumber. They're buying up a bunch of our lumber. Oh, I know, Beaumont. I don't blame you, Red. Yeah, I gotta put my hair up. Oh no. I hope your pump didn't go out. Hey, did y'all watch Keeping It Dutch's video the other day? Or where they did the oil, um, where he had a well dug. Yeah, a water well. He's getting 35 gallons a minute, y'all. So I'm gonna see if, hey, Silhouette, how are you, honey? So we're talking we found out today our taxes finally hit our bank account. Finally. So we're thinking about maybe trying to use the taxes to get us a well. I told Rick, I said, you better think fast. So I would rather have that well and know I have water. I'm gonna try to get up a water. Get up. I'm gonna try to get a water catchment system done. Silhouette, where you at, honey? I tell you what, we got rain. Lord, we got rain. I wish we had a well. Y'all, we've been married, God, I don't know, 27, 28 years. A long, lean time. And I've been begging for a well all those years. All those years. I still ain't got one. Okay. You got rain and now it's cold. Girl, we got rain last night and it is cold here. Ooh, Queensland, Australia. 4-year drought. Oh, darling. Well, it was nice here during the day, but Red, when that sun started going down, it got chilly. I know, Oily. I know. That's why I told Rick, I said, if you better hurry up and make up your mind. Because I'm going to be honest, I think I think we'll hit it at about 50 feet here. Hey, Chipper. 48 degrees and still dropping. Wow. Ooh, I don't want nothing to no 100-degree today. 63 degrees. Yours is at 250 feet? Dang. I don't think ours is. I'll guarantee you it's probably 40 feet. You think your ground is at 700 to. Oh, mercy. Lands, I'd hate to have to pay a price to dig that one. You just have to let them start drilling. But I'll tell you why I think ours is not over 40 feet. Is my dad. He had a pond dug, which is maybe 1/8 of a mile from where I live. They dug that pond at 33 feet. Hit a spring. They'd like to not have got that dozer out of that pond before that sucker got too deep. That was at 33 feet. Because when that dozer hit that and broke, that water went to coming out like over at Dutch's. It just shot up. And that guy was giving her heck getting that dozer out of there. What mean he doesn't have much water? Six to 8 gallons a minute is okay. 10 or 8 to 10 or 8 to 10. Yeah, 8 to 10 is good. 35 gallons a minute coming out is awesome. I live in a valley, Red. Yeah, Dutch has plenty of water. But yeah, when that guy broke that loose, that water went to spewing. He had to get that dozer out of there. Within that pond was an acre and a half and 33 foot deep. In 1 week, it was full and we had no rains. It all come from the spring. But Dad had him to dig it in the hottest part of the year. That way it would, because there was an old pond there. So they had to break the dam, let the water drain out, and Dad was digging the pond deeper. And they hit that spring. You won't know until they start drilling, Red. Hey, hi, Vove. I guess that's how you say your name. Oh, Silhouette, I'm so sorry. Dang. Honey, I'll say prayers for y'all. Y'all need some water. Your dad has an artesian well? What was established? A well? Oh my gosh, I got a dog wanting in. Move. All right, Silhouette. Red, what was already established? Was it a well that was already established or what? Ollie, I figured you already had them, girl. Okay, well, it should say in your deed or abstract how deep that well is. If not, it should be probably on a court record how deep it is because they have to turn that crap in. See, now there's another reason I say ours is not that deep. Is because on part of our land right over here, there's a little natural spring that comes up from the ground. That land over there in one area stays wet. Oh, okay, Oily. You need to do that prepper thing again, Oily. Especially now. Yeah, the prepper's powwow. Especially now. Does Oklahoma prepper still? Does he still do videos? I haven't. He hasn't come across my screen in forever. Oh, I see. Then ask your landlord. He can tell you how deep it is, I'm sure. But not on. You have to have 1,000 if you're using your phone. If you're using a computer oily, you don't have to have 1,000. Well, you have a blessed day, Silhouette, and I'll pray that y'all get rain. Texas Prepper. Your laptop's messed up. Well, poot. How many of you like being 1,000? I think I have Texas Prepper, but I'm not sure. Y'all, let's see if we can get Oli to 1,000. Yes, Texas Prepper 2. Yes, I have him. Oh, okay, Red. Well, you may have to get a hold of the son-in-law, and the son-in-law may be able to tell you. We was talking about Texas Prepper, Oli, so that's why it's on your brain. Yeah, you should be able to look the deed up at the courthouse. It should have the well depth on there. Okay, Monica, go into your subscriptions, and it should be able to tell you when you click on a person, it should tell you how long you've been following them. What wood stove? Do you have one you're selling? Are you selling a wood stove? Oh, I know, but they'll be selling them for loads of money. You know what I mean? I found one around here, but it's not in very good shape. So, I may just have to do a little makeshift oven on top like I did before. Oily only has 128 to go. People, come on, let's get her to 1,000. Red got you the other day. Brenda got you the other day. Gardner will get you. Or Gardner will get you. It says we got 18 people in here, y'all. If y'all will, go help Lily, please. I wonder if Gravy's in here. She lurks and don't talk a lot until I beg and beg and beg. Gravy, are you here? Y'all, have y'all ever watched Gravy 111? I love her. Oh, you gotta watch Gravy 111. She's so sweet. She will crack you up, though. She is the first person I ever saw that took a piece of baling wire. I'm talking baling wire, y'all. Because she didn't have a saw or nothing or to cut tin with. She cut a sheet of tin with baling wire. After that, I was hooked. She was living in Arizona. And then now I believe they live in Mississippi. Yes. I mean, she took baling wire. I can't remember if she wrapped boards or wrapped a board or wrapped a stick. She stood on the tin and she took that baling wire and just worked it back and forth and cut. She cut that stuff clean as a whistle. her her channel icon is a Barbie doll head with a cigarette. I love it. But yeah. And she's raising her grandkids. I can't remember her husband's name for the life of me. She has some health issues now. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Mary. Good night. Sweet dreams. But yeah, I was like, holy crap, when she cut that tin with a piece of baling wire. Hold on. Maybe I won't lose y'all. I'll try not to. Bear. Maybe it's all. Well, poot. Dang it, I wish she was here. She could put her channel link up. Dang it. Gravy, if you're here, put your channel link up. I'm having heck finding you. Well, shoot, I ain't finding it. I'll have to try to find it after the live's over. Hey, Mark. Well, thank you, Mark. Oh, mine's probably snoring too. He come over here and kissed me goodnight a while ago. I just cringed. He goes, what? I said, please shave off the whiskers. They're pokey. He said, oh, I ain't got to go to work for a week. And I thought, you either shave them boogers off or grow a beard. One of the two. Because I don't like this pokey crap. But they just, they get to that stage where they haven't shaved for a day or two. They're just hard and pokey and they hurt. Mark, if you don't mind, will you sub Oily? Oh, your hubby just got up to go to work? Oh my goodness, girl, he gets up early. Well, Rick's is just at that stage where he usually keeps his face shaved as soft as a baby's butt, and I love it. But he ain't had to go to work because he's on vacation, so he didn't. Oily Prepper, or Oily's Humble Home. And so he hasn't shaved since Friday. Rick couldn't grow a beard if he tried. So and it's just pokey. And oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. When they go to kiss you goodnight and them things poking your lips, you just want to cry. It hurts. Men don't realize how bad those things hurt, especially on tender little lips. He held it twice. Well, Bear will be snoring as soon as he quits scratching his butt. Yeah, I don't like the. I mean, I'm not a beard person. I, and any of y'all that has a beard, Mark, don't take this the wrong way. Okay? Don't take it the wrong way. Please don't take it the wrong way. I do not like a hairy man. I thank God Rick can't even grow chest hair. To me, you lay your head on a hairy man's chest, you got hairs going up your nose. You go to kiss him, you got hairs going in your mouth or up your nose. And I just can't deal with it. Hey, trying. Well, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like when I was a little kid, okay? This when I was a little kid, I had a pig. His name was Porky. And my daddy had a hairy chest. And he'd pick me up and he'd hug me. And it was like hugging my pig. And I swore up and down after that I didn't want a man with a hairy chest or hair on their face. Because it was like hugging my pig. And I just could not get that out of my head after that. And my son, he has this big old burly beard. I mean, just this big old burly. And I beg him, Bubba, please shave that thing off. Please, son, shave that. He won't do it. He won't do it. My brothers had beards. My dad didn't have a beard, thank God. But he had that old hairy chest. And you go to when he'd go to hug you goodnight, you just a little kid. And, no. So I thank God. I thank God. Rick can only grow a mustache. And it's patchy. It's patchy. And Rick couldn't grow hair on his chest if he tried. But you know, my daughter, me either, Oily, and thank God I'm not a hairy woman. Thank God. Because my legs are like Rick's face. I just get patches. And it takes a month to get a patch. Night, Mark. Love you, brother. The older you get, the hairier you get. Well, Rick is 56 years old. And he may only have 2 or 3 hairs on his chest. Maybe. And if I see them, they're not there long, because I'll take tweezers and pluck them out. I mean, I had an uncle, though, y'all. I had an uncle. That was the hairiest man I'd ever seen. He could take his shirt off and still look like he's wearing a sweater. Ha ha ha, Red. But yeah, I had an uncle that he could take his shirt off and it still looked like he had a full sweater on. He looked like he was hairy. He was hairy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was scary, though. It was. It was scary. It was like, please keep your shirt on. Ain't nobody wants to see that. That'd be like me stripping down and trying to wear a bikini. Put your clothes on. Ain't nobody wants to see that. uh, I mean, it scares me. I could imagine what it would do to other people. When I go to get in the shower, I try not to look in the mirror because, oh my, it's scary. Not trying. Mine were howling the other, was it last night? Yeah. Mine were howling in their sleep last night. I don't know what they were after. We get on some good topics. And trying, bless his heart, he comes in right on the weirdest ones. Chipper's probably working. I think this is about the time he goes to work, or I don't know. I can't keep up with everybody's times. He'll go to his room. Yeah, I mean, trying, he always bless his heart. He always comes in when we're talking about the strangest things. Hey, Steve. How you doing, Shaky? I tried to sleep. I was hurting so bad I couldn't sleep. So I said, oh, to heck with it. I'm going live. 3:17 a.m. Oh, you've had 2 raccoons and a possum in your house. Well, for one, darling, find where they're getting in at. Chipper's working. Um, do you know where they're getting in at? Because I know squirrels and raccoons have a bad habit of going through attics. Do you have a crawl space under your house? Or is it concrete? Because I'm gonna tell you a couple of places to look. If you have a central concrete basement, okay. If you have a if you have a central heat and air unit, make sure all your ducts are attached. Trust me, they will come through them. Look in your attic or the eaves of your house and see if there has been a hole chewed in through the wall in the attic. Also, if you have windows in your basement, especially the little floppy kind, make sure they're locked. I don't know. I haven't heard from Amy Lynn. The windows are boarded off. Do you have a doggy door? Yeah, old fireplace pipe or chimney. Hmm. Look under your sinks. What room do you usually find it in, Vincent? That's probably where they're coming from, honey. That's probably where they're coming from. Oh no. Oh no, Wooly. Well, they can do that too. They can get into all the ductwork. Um, they can get in chimneys. Yeah, if there's any way to fasten a screen to where make you think they could be getting in at, or well, not really a screen, hardware cloth, squirrel. Some people call it squirrel wire, and fasten it down good. Oh, I don't blame you, girl. Oh no. Oh no. Do y'all have a rental place around you, Vincent? I mean, you can rent one for $10 or $15. Or if your neighbor has one, they might loan you. I've got one I'll loan you, but you'd have to drive to Oklahoma. It'd be cheaper to buy one, I'm sure. Yeah, them. Oh my gosh, we had a copperhead come through one. I'm glad it was a copperhead, not a rattlesnake. Rattlesnake will kill you. A copperhead just make you wish you was dead. Oh no. Oh no, Monica. Well, Vincent, thank God you're not Monica. She has gators come in her house. Yeah, a gator. He was telling us that. Was it last live chat, Monica? You still, or was it live chat before? She goes, It was only 5 foot, and I'm thinking, oh, oh no. I'm sorry, Monica. Oh, but yeah, I can't remember. Hey, Brent, I cannot remember if it was this, if it was Monica. Monica had a gator. I can't remember what live stream it was that she was. I think it was the last live stream, y'all. Or maybe it was the one before. I don't remember. But she said she heard the door slam behind her and there was a gator. I was like, oh no, 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 no. What have you been up to, Brent? Oh, I would have died of a heart attack. I just fell right there after I had pooped my pants. But yeah, I would have probably peed down both legs, pooped my pants, and had a heart attack. And it'd probably been in that order. Brent, have you seen Jack? If so, how is he doing? I haven't seen the kid in so long. Oh, good. Will you tell him I said hi? I hadn't talked to him in I don't know how long. It's been a long time. I miss that kid. But yeah, Monica has gators chasing her. I guess the scariest thing I've had in my house is a copperhead. And it was 1,000 wonders I didn't get bit. We lived in the old trailer and I had a broom closet. And I always kept a towel. There was a hole in the ceiling. And I always kept a towel shoved in that hole. And the only thing I could figure is maybe he had smelled a mouse and come up through the wall, and he had pushed that towel out. And when I reached in, I seen something hanging there. And I grabbed my cleaning stuff and I thought, that was not that towel hanging there. And I opened that door again and he looked at me and I was like, slam the door. I called my daddy. I said, Daddy? He goes, what? I said, get down here. He said, what, sister? I said, there's a snake in my house. And he goes, "What?" I said, "Daddy, there's a snake in my house." And he come down here. He said, "Well, where is it, sister?" I said, "It's in that closet." He goes, "You sure?" I said, "That's where it was when I left it." And we looked on the shelf. The snake was not on the shelf. I was like, "Oh, Lord." Dad goes, "Well, we got to get all this stuff out of the closet." Well, there wasn't a whole lot in there, but I knew there was enough in there. I didn't want to be reaching my hands in there. But I still had to get all that crap. And there he was. He got up underneath my dustpan. And I looked at Daddy. I said, "Shoot him." He goes, "I'm not going to shoot him in your house." I looked at him. I said, "I don't care. I can patch a hole." So Daddy went out and got a hoe and a shovel. And he used that shovel, chop that thing's head off. I was telling him, "Just shoot it. Just shoot it. I can patch a hole, Daddy. Just shoot it." Let me tell you what, from then on, I made sure that hole was covered. I cut a piece of wood that fit perfect in that slot. I screwed the tar out of it. I was making sure there was nothing going to get through it. I bet I put 20 screws in that little piece of wood. Oh, but that was, I remember one night, I was probably 7, 8 years old. And in our old home, there was a gap in between our screen door and the floor, about like that. Okay. And we had old cabinets. And Mama had mopped she waited till we went to bed at night and she'd mop the floor. Well, Mama still had the bar stools up on the bar. She had the kitchen table, or the chairs up on the table. And Dad went in there, in his underwear. And Mama kept a light above the kitchen sink on. Anyway, Dad was half asleep. He walked in there and he walked over, opened up the cabinet door, got him a glass, went to put his glass underneath that sink. And when he looked down, there's a big old water moccasin in the sink. Dad was terrified of snakes, okay? He went to screaming and running backwards. He knocked every chair, every bar stool down. The biggest commotion you ever did see in your life. And he cut his drawers on the table, ripped his underwear, and when you walked in there, you just had his butt staring at you. Oh, it was funny. You know what? Mom had been after him to fix that door for years. The next day we had a new door and it fit right. Oh, but it was hilarious. I couldn't figure out what in the world. Uh-oh. Not Steve. Well, I was only 8. So, and he didn't realize he'd ripped his underwear. And I told him, I said, Daddy, you mooning me? He goes, what? I said, you mooning me? And he looked at my mom and she said, what are you talking about? My mom was sitting there just rolling. She had tears down her face. She said, Jay, he said, what? She goes, you've ripped the ass end of your underwear out. So, needless to say, my daddy ran and changed drawers and put on a pair of pants. I don't like spiders. I don't like snakes. I don't like either one of them. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And my sister was the world's worst of loving to scare my dad. Her and my brother David. Okay. My cousin Dob, which his name is Larry. I don't know why we call him Dob, but we call him Dob. It's always been Dob all my life. And Debbie, if they seen a snake, they would go catch it and put it in a jar and put it on the table. They'd have a lid on it, okay? And they'd turn the lamp off to where when Dad reached to turn that lamp on, he'd see that snake. Finally, he got in the middle of Deb and he told her, he said, that's it. He said, you bring another snake in my house, and he said, I'm going to wear your butt out. Well, my brother David thought that was just funnier than snot. Well, we was out the cattle pen one day, and we were going out to feed. And David was ahead of us. He found a piece of rubber hose. Oh, it was probably 2.5, 3 foot long. Anyway, he reached down, he grabbed that hose and slung it back and hollered snake, and it wrapped around my dad's neck. Oh, my dad like to had a cow. He was trying to run and get away. And David's good. It's a good thing Dave could run, because if Daddy would have caught him, he'd have killed him. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want to see no spiders that big. And Daddy didn't dare let David be behind him, because if David was behind him, he'd get a stick that had a fork in it. And every time Daddy'd take a step, he'd hit him with that stick and holler snake. So he always kept David in front of him. So David thought he'd break him from that too. And he picked up that rubber hose and threw it around my dad's neck. And here I was just a little bitty thing. I was laughing. I thought it was funny. But my dad didn't see the humor in it. There was a tarantula just down the road from my house today. But there was a tarantula just. I started to run that sucker over, but I thought I'd be nice. Of course, there's a part of me thinks if I run it over, it's going to jump underneath my car, and when I get out, it's going to get me. So there's that too. I don't like, they say, oh, well, they're not poisonous. I don't give a darn. Oh, I don't blame her. I would have. Mm, I don't blame her. I don't blame her, Oily. I don't. We call those banana spiders or riding spiders. I had to go when I was younger. I had to go milk the cows, and one had made a nest, and I didn't see it. I walked into that nest, and that thing was sitting there doing that on my. I lost it. I lost it. That was it. I was done. From then on, I always carried a stick and my bucket, and I'd look around. And if I seen a spider web, I would scoop it with that stick and throw the stick away and grab me another stick. Hey, fishes. She can go in a dark room and tell you if there's one in there. I used to be extremely terrified of them. I'm not so terrified of them anymore, but I still don't like them. Oh my gosh, I hate those too. There's one every. You'd think you'd get tired of me walking through his web and him having to redo it. Oh no, 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 no. This daffy bugger puts that sucker there every morning, and you would think Ding Dong here would take a different route. But oh no, no, she's not that smart. I walk into that, get that web across my face every blame morning. And they're ugly. They ain't a pretty looking spider. They're little ugly brown spiders. Mm, I don't like them. It's just, and you don't know. I mean, you don't. You walk into it, you got the web. Where's the spider? Is it on your head? Is it on your back? Where is it? Oh, I don't like what they will bite and they hurt. They're not poisonous, but they hurt. Oh, I would have just said, nope, shut the door, bye bye. I went in there. We're we're cleaning, talking about spiders now. I feel stuff crawling. Um, Kate was wanting to change a room. I said, okay, because she's wanting a bigger room and it has a walk in closet. I can't blame her. So let's try and get everything situated, get all her stuff out of her room to where we can build her old room into a pantry. Y'all, I had never seen so many blame cobwebs in all my blame life. Oh, I don't blame you, Oily. I don't blame you. They scream when you throw them in fire? Well, I don't know. I'm not going to catch one to throw fire. Copperheads. Well, I'm going to be dousing that room in peppermint because I'm going to tell you what. Oh, yeah, I did, Gardner, but that was a long time ago, honey. You need to refresh if you're just now getting on the copperhead. Ooh, Lord. Oh, man, Red. Mm-mm. Oh, crap. I would have been screaming. I would. It. I don't do spiders and I don't do snakes. I like lizards. The cows are awesome. Night, Oily. Love you. The cows are awesome. I need to get a video to where y'all can see them. Little man's growing so much. I got today. Y'all should have had a video. If I'd have had a camera, honey, I wish I could get you 1,000 more. I was going out today to feed them. Well, the goats was driving me batty. They was trying to get in the way. Go out there and I start putting the feed or get in the gate. And I turned around to close the gate and I kept getting hit in the butt. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I turned around. Lily was butting me in the butt, wanting her feed. I mean, she butted me about 5 times before I could get away from her. Right square in the butt. And Rick, he was just sitting there laughing. He was no help. I said, Lily, stop it. Oh. Yeah, ours does too. That's why I stay in the house at night, if at all possible. But yeah, I got my rear end tenderized today. I don't know if she was trying to do the Brazilian tone on my butt, but I got my bottom half massaged today with some heavy thuds. And then Rick was sitting there laughing. And then goes, "Do you need some help?" I said, "Yes, can you get this stupid calf off of me?" Oh, the spiders are a lot bigger. Oh, land, no. Well, the thing of it is, all right, I never have been one for anybody to touch me on the butt. And I'll tell you the stories. I was working as a waitress when I was younger. This drunk guy come in. I seated him, waited on him. Next thing you know, I turned around to go get his food. He slapped me on the ass. I turned around. Y'all, I was built back then, and I would fight in the drop of a hat. I had a temper. I turned around, I decked him and flipped him back in that chair, and he hit the ground. Well, I got fired that night. But you know what? That sucker left me $100 tip. Well, and I could not ever I couldn't stand for anybody to slap me on the back. My ex-husband would do it, and he'd get the crap knocked out of him. Mr. Brown one night come up and patted me on the butt, and before I knew it, I had turned around and I decked him. And he looked at me. I said, "I told you to never do that." He goes, "Well, I didn't think you'd do it to me." "I didn't realize it was you." He goes, "Well, who else would it have been?" He said, "There's only two of us here." So needless to say, Mr. Brown don't pat me on the rear end because he knows he'll get decked. Yeah, it was a surprise. Oops. I mean, that was one thing that would just piss me off just like that if somebody touched my butt. You touch my butt, you touch my boobs, you're liable to get your head knocked off. That was the deal. It's a thousand wonders I had kids. Actually, it's a thousand wonders I had a boyfriend because I didn't put up with a bunch of crap. That's like when I was young and I was dating. This one boy wanted to go out. I said, "All right." So we go out. We go to the movie and he stops probably about 20 miles from my house and he said, "Put out or get out." I looked at him. I said, "You serious?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I got out and I went and sat on the hood of the car. Oh, he comes over there. As soon as he jerks his pants down, I just push him aside, get in the driver's seat, drive off and leave his butt and call his parents and tell him where he's at and where the car is at. That was the only date we ever went on. But needless to say, his mom and dad liked to beat the tar out of him when he got home or when they picked him up. They brought him over to my house the next morning. He was a-bawling and apologizing. So I'm just wondering how many other girls he had done that way. It was like, mm-mm. But I think it's his mama that liked to beat the crap out of him. Because his daddy was kind of a pervert. His dad was strange. But he had to tell my parents what he did too. And he was terrified of my daddy. But he was a-bawling. Served him right. So, needless to say, no, Daddy wasn't cleaning the biggest gun, but I tell you what, he let him know that we had a compost pile and we had hogs. That if anything like that ever happened again, he'd meet one of them. So he didn't have to worry about it ever happening again. I didn't get asked out by him after that. And evidently he had told the other boys at school. So none of the other boys at school was ever perverted towards me anyway. So, but yeah, that kind of got me. It was one of them. You know what? None of the girls at school ever dated him either. Not after they found out what he was like. Yeah. But I don't know. It was just, that was the strangest thing. Well, you know what? Come to think of it, my dad always had the gun sitting by the front door when I'd go out. So, and the boys would come in the house. So, you know, when they left, they seen that gun because I seen it. I never did understand why he put that there, but now it makes sense. Only took me 40 years to understand it. Oh. Now my mama, my mama was my mama whooped my butt every day. I I think she I think I think she did it just so I'd know what to expect the next day. Cause I don't think there was a day went by until I was a great big kid. I think I was 16, 17 years old the last time my mama whooped my butt. And my mom was one of them. She'd whoop you until she seen blood. Once she seen blood, she was fine. She'd stop. That day, she got a hold of me, and I stood there and I looked at her, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a bit of a smartass. When she got done, I looked at her and I grinned. I said, "Are you through?" Oh my God. It was on again. So then when she got through, she was a huffing and a puffing. And my dumbass, looked at her again and grinned and said, "Are you through?" I was grounded for 6 weeks. But you know what? After that, I never got another spanking. You got rid of your oldest daughter's stalker. Yeah, I told you I wasn't very smart. The smart aleck in me just had to peek out. Just had to peek out. I never claimed to be the brightest color in the box. Oh yeah. Well, Lord have mercy on any of the boys' Cape dates. Lord have mercy on any of the guys that our kids dated, period. Because we were strict. I mean, we'd tell them how it was. And that's like my ex son in law, sweetest kid, very sweet boy. I like the kid. Actually, I like Mikey and I like Dylan. Mikey was Amanda's husband, and Dylan was Shoney's husband. But we told him, you ever hurt her, you ever raise a hand to her, you might as well get right with God, because I'll kill you. That's just how I put it to him. And that's how Rick put it to him. Rick said, if I don't kill you, you're going to wish you was dead. Night, Steve. Oh man. You know what? I'll tell y'all a story. my friend called. She was in college. I was 16 years old. I was grounded. She said, "Hey," she said, "I'll come pick you up tonight." I told her, I said, "Well, I'm grounded." She said, "Well, can you sneak out?" I said, "I'll sneak out." Anyway, sneak out of the house. On the way to town, after she picks me up, we run out of gas. So we had to walk 5 miles into town, get some gas. We get the gas in the car. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's time for me to start getting my butt home because I got to get up a bit to milk the cows at 5. We start out of town. Axle brakes on the car. So we're trying to figure out how in the tarnation to get me home. Between the money that I had on me, the money she had on her, and her 2 friends had money, we pulled it all together, come up with $40, called the cab, asked them how much it would cost to go make a trip to Scipio. And this was back in the 80s. They charged us $39.50. Well, they finally show up to pick me up about 4 a.m. They get me out here at Scipio at 4:30. I make them let me out down here at the bridge. It was an old bridge back then. And then I walked to the house, which was a quarter of a mile away, crawled in my bedroom window, just got my clothes off, climbed into bed, heard my dad's alarm go off. I'm like, crap. I was thinking I had to be at school. Come find out it was Saturday. I didn't have to be at school. Dad comes in there, wake me up to go milk the cows. I was already awake. Got out there, got the cows milked. Then had to do something else. Anyway, I was dead flipping tired. And next day, one of my friends asked me, they said, "Can you come over?" I said, "Nope, I'm grounded." And so they asked Mom. They said, "Well, can Dana come over?" And Mama said, "Well, yeah." And I'm looking at Mom. And I said, "I can't." She said, "Why?" I said, "I'm grounded." She goes, "Oh, well, you can go." I went. Then when I come home, I had people, I grounded myself, y'all. I never snuck out of that house again. Lord put it on me. That one night was bad enough. I didn't want no more of that crap. Oh, darn, Brenda. Anyway, we was all sitting at the kitchen table one night. I was probably 26, 27 years old. And Mama said, you know, she said, out of all my kids, she said, I never once had to worry about Dana sneaking out of the house. And I looked at her. I said, Mama, I snuck out of that house one time. She looked at me with a shocked face. And, well, good morning, Camo. She looked at me with a shocked look on her face. She said, what do you mean? I told her, I said, Mama, I snuck out one time. That was the worst night of my life, and I've never done it again. How are you, Camo? What are you doing up this early? Well, I only snuck out that one time. That was it. Hey, Ozart, how are you? Oh, you're getting ready for work. Hey, Acers. My day is pretty good so far. I've seen two people I hadn't seen in years, Camo and Brant. Oh, well, mine was, we didn't have two-story house. But yeah, I tell you what, that was the worst. That was the worst flipping night of my life. I never snuck out of that house again. Thank you. You had to sneak out to go to church. Now that's sad. That's a good one, Oz. So you're in from Home Depot now. Not Monica. Love you, girl. How's Mr. Acers doing, Camo? Dang, I can't imagine having to sneak out to go to church. That's wild. All right, Red. Yeah, well, y'all, I've been on almost 2.5 hours. So I guess I need to get around and get in bed too. So, well, I guess I get around, I get off here, everybody's need to get in bed. So, y'all remember the world is a better place because you're in it. Please don't ever forget it. I do love y'all, each and every one. Camo, it was good to see you. Brent, it was good to see you. Ozark, it's good to see you. Everybody, it's good to see you. Y'all take care. Bye.